the grappling advantage over Jon Moxley. Moxley matching Hechicero down. Moxley, of course, in addition to his strong professional wrestling background, jiu-jitsu practitioner as well. But Hechicero taking the legs of Jon Moxley now. Drops the elbow across the small of the back.
How about that? Sometimes you think he's got the legs crossed, maybe a submission hold. He just hammers you with an elbow drop on the back.
So we've talked about the depth of the roster here in AEW. What about the depth and variety of the Don Callis family? They've thrown a lot in the way of Jon Moxley. Each test for the Continental Champion different from the last.
Yeah, and you're right, and that's going to lead to quite a match with no time limit coming up in 11 days against Takeshita.
And of course, this match is an eliminator for the AEW Continental Championship. 20-minute time limit. As Moxley looks for the pinfall, but Hechicero able to avoid it. 20-minute time limit. A draw in this match is as good as a pinfall or submission victory for Hechicero. However, if Hechicero is able to go the distance with Jon Moxley or score a pinfall or submission on the Continental Champion, he will earn a shot at Jon Moxley's title, which could disrupt the plans for Revolution. And of course, this is Continental Eliminator. Everyone is banned from ringside. Moxley, quick cover, lateral press. Hechicero kicks out, but Moxley looking for that Kimura, a little wrist lock, if you will.
Yeah, listen, Don Callis wants Hechicero not only to win, but to hurt Jon Moxley. Have Jon Moxley talked about this earlier, to not be 100%.
Hechicero targeting the neck.
Because Don wants all the belts. As we heard tonight, he wants the Trios Championship as well.
An explosive main event. A late addition to Dynamite tonight. Essentially a double main event with Tekla looking to defend her AEW Women's World Championship against Thunder Rosa, the former champion, a woman who was never beaten. When she lost the title, was forced to vacate due to injury. Of course, Jet Set Rodeo, Don Callis family on main event. Moxley and Hechicero, both men standing fast in the center of the ring.
There is so much more to come, but this match is well beyond being decided, as both men will not back down at all. As you can see, some shoulder tackles. Hechicero changed the level there, Excalibur. And how about this? We've got now the men's world title match, the women's world title match, and the trios world title match. 3 world title matches all tonight here live in El Paso.
Hechicero raining down right hands on the Continental Champion Jon Moxley. You can see some redness rising on the brow of Moxley, but Moxley biting the fingers of Hechicero. And of course, Revolution coming up 1 week from Sunday, then April, we got Dynasty, and then in May, Sunday, May 24th, Double or Nothing comes to the Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens, New York. You can scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. Become an AEW Insider. Get early access at tickets, AEWTIX.com. Or this Monday, tickets available to the public, 10 a.m. Eastern for Double or Nothing at the Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens, New York. Sunday, May 24th. Hechicero, look at the cross-arm breaker on Jon Moxley.
And what a great 2026 it's been already. Already in Australia, many great events out in California, as you said, the Louis Armstrong Stadium, Vancouver. We're still, as we mentioned earlier, we've got Wembley Stadium.
What a huge year on deck for AEW. And our first time on pay-per-view in 2026 comes up Sunday, March 15th at Revolution. Moxley stopping Hechicero in his tracks on the top, but Hechicero comes off of the elbow. Moxley breaks free as this AEW Continental Championship Eliminator match continues. Hechicero, Jon Moxley, 1-1.
That elbow off the top by Hechicero was so well executed.
Hechicero battering Moxley against our announce desk.
Cicero is willing to fight Jon Moxley on the outside. That has always not been a good place for Jon Moxley's opponents.
A dangerous game for Cicero to play, but a game he seems willing to play as he just jams the sole of his boot into the face of Jon Moxley.
See how he just wrenched his neck around, hit the jaw, and Jon Moxley's face went to the right. And then you see our main event coming up.
Moxley with the upper body strikes at Cicero, changed levels, and then caught him with a right hand to the jaw.
And that trios match, our double main event, along with the Women's World Championship, coming up here tonight.
And Moxley, I believe he's checking his nose for blood, Tony.
Yeah.
Sometimes all it takes for Jon Moxley to start bleeding is a strong breeze.
I want to remind the fans who are watching here internationally, especially in Great Britain, that we will be coming to England, as we know, at Wembley Stadium. What a night it is going to be as AEW returns to the place was the biggest crowd ever in professional wrestling history. All in London returns to Wembley Stadium on August 30th.
We know fans will be joining us from all over the world for that one, Tony. Not just Great Britain, Ireland, mainland Europe. We had fans that came to us, Grand Slam Australia, that told us they'd be with us in Wembley Stadium
About that.
later this summer.
Tricep against March 16th. General show goes on March 20th.
LiveNation.co.uk, AEWTIX.com. That's Cicero. The suplex by the mad scientist to Lucha Libre, but I don't know if I like that, Tony. Giving Jon Moxley room to breathe. Cicero continues to punish the Continental Champion.
Yeah, just those punches to the back of the neck. Jon Moxley feeling that not only the pain in the back of the neck, but across the rope as well. Hey, what? Ed Cicero's got Jon Moxley's number so far. No doubt.
AEW Continental Championship Eliminator match underway. Cicero, the mad scientist of the Lucha Libre, looking to pin, submit, or go the distance with the Continental Champion Jon Moxley. Both men jockeying for position. Moxley looking for a pile driver at Cicero. Crossing the legs, steps over, and
Look at the knee.
the knee.
The shoulder blades.
I'm not sure if it's coincidence or not. Lasso from El Paso. The outpost to the ring at Cicero.
How about this? As we said, it could go to the time limit. If it does, we still have two main events to go here tonight. Both world titles on the line as we continue our streak of great main events here on Dynamite.
At Cicero, nobody home in the corner. Moxley slips free, and now Moxley, fireman's carry. Cicero's trying to reposition in the ropes. Moxley scooped him up, but lost his grip on Cicero. Cicero over the top, and he clung on to the neck of Jon Moxley.
If we talk about being the alchemist of wrestling, that is an inventive move right there, buddy. Look at Jon Moxley try to power out of this.
Moxley.
You can see it coming. You can see Jon Moxley's eyes look like an idea in his head just dropped down for a cutter, and it worked.
And Cicero powerless to stop it. Jon Moxley finding out what it means firsthand to lock horns with somebody so revered for their submission techniques. As Cicero intercepts the boot through the ropes, and now dragon screw. Moxley hung up.
He's holding on to Eric Schauer. Look at this. You may try it a second time.
Now Cicero trying to maneuver the legs of Moxley through the ropes. And, oh God, using
10 minutes gone by, 10 remaining.
using that center strand with great effectiveness as half the time limit has elapsed.
Yep. That could have just blown a knee right out.
And we know Moxley's history, Tony, with leg issues that have plagued him for the last few months, dating back to, I think, November of 2025.
Moxley got a surge of energy that time, Excalibur, to be able to go up top. But both as you can hear and see, hit very, very hard.
A surge of energy from Moxley, but slow to capitalize. But now charging forward, shoots the half. Covers, shoot. Hechicero able to kick out, but Moxley sticking close to his opponent. Looking perhaps for that rear naked sleeper. Hechicero.
No, the Bulldog choke. The Bulldog choke.
Moxley changes his grip. Hechicero rolls through. And now Hechicero, looking for a sleeper of his own, doesn't have the hooks in. Perhaps a saving grace for Jon Moxley. As Moxley reverses, tries to float over. Gigi Gatame, center of the ring, and with a snap like that, Tony, it's very easy to pop your opponent's bicep. Jon Moxley has full extension on the arm of Hechicero. Hechicero desperate.
And now the armbar locked in. The armbar locked in.
He's doing a pretty good job. We've seen it in the last 45 seconds to a minute. Just some great counter wrestling by Beefman. Look at this.
And Hechicero, both legs grapevine. Rushing back, almost like a spinning leg hold, not even a toe hold from Hechicero.
All right, the rope break and the damage done. You can see the pain on the face of Jon Moxley. Remember, this is his 6th eliminator match. Hechicero can get a title shot if he wins, but what he's doing here is what we talked about. Don Callis wants Jon Moxley before Revolution.
11 days from now, it'll be Moxley, the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita. No time limit for the AEW Continental Championship. Live in Los Angeles, around the world, on pay-per-view on HBO Max. Moxley is so fainted with the right hand instead. Landed the chop, and now he and Hechicero. Hechicero.
Oh, brother. Haven't seen much of that.
Fado. Could be using it to bait in Moxley. Chop down the lariat attempt. Connected. The thrust kick to the head. Now the knee underneath the jaw of the Continental Champion. Hechicero building momentum here.
He is amazing as Hechicero.
Moxley though.
Oh, just a shot out of nowhere from Jon Moxley.
A haymaker from Jon Moxley. Had he missed with that one, it could have been all Hechicero needed to put away the Continental Champion. Moxley double underhook. Death Rider perhaps in the waiting. Hechicero escapes. Flapjacks Moxley, and now Hechicero takes the back. Transitions over. Got the arm, the head of Moxley captured, and then
Look at this. The fans are wrapped.
the big predicament. Moxley just narrowly escapes.
I have no idea how Jon Moxley got out of that.
Tony, not only is that disorienting for Jon Moxley, but every revolution around the ring for Hechicero tightens his grip with those legs. Jon Moxley lucky to escape that one.
No paintbrush that time. Jon Moxley looked defiant as ever.
Nobody home. Jon Moxley, the sidestep.
Stomp by Moxley.
Moxley being defiant, lured Hechicero in. It's giving Jon Moxley a little bit of breathing room here. Let's see if he can capitalize on it.
Fuck you! Moxley, the running knee strike. Now, double underhook from Moxley.
Death Rider.
Moxley covers.
Yes!